तत्र पराशरञ्च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्लोक 6 तत्र सत्त्वं निर्मलत्वात् प्रकाशकमनामयम् सुखसङ्गेन बध्नाति ज्ञानसङ्गेन चानघ। Let us continue the Bhashya. अतः अविद्यया एव स्वकीयधर्मभूतया विषयविषयी अविवेकलक्षणया अस्वात्मभूते सुखे संजयति इव सक्तम इव करोति असुखिनं सुखिनं इव. So the sukha is a property of the kshetra. When we talk about sukha here, we should be clear, we are not talking about the swarupa. Atma swarupa is sukha, but that sukha is not discussed. What is discussed here is the experiential happiness, which is in the form of a vritti in the mind. This sukha is an aspect of the kshetra. Being an aspect of kshetra, it is vishaya, object of consciousness. It is not the vishayi. Chaitanya is vishayi. Vishayi means one who illumines the vishaya. One who objectifies is called vishayi. Therefore, there is a difference between Vishaya and Vishayi. Vishaya and Vishayi are essentially not connected, really not connected. Therefore, the connection between Vishaya and Vishayi that we experience when we say Aham Sukhi, now I have Sukha, we identify with the experiential happiness. This identification is an adhyasa. This is a false identification, and it is caused by avidya. It is being told ataha, therefore. Therefore means since sukha is vishaya dharma, not atma dharma, therefore अविद्यया एव स्वकीय धर्मभूतया. Avidya, by avidya, and this avidya is swakiya dharma. It is a property of the Atma, meaning the avidya is dependent on the Atma. Avidya depends on Atma for its existence. That kind of avidya, Bhashyakara clarifies that here the avidya talked about is karya vidya, not the karana vidya, but the karya vidya, which is nothing but adhyasa, vishaya vishayi aviveka lakshanaya. The avidya is in the form of vishaya vishayi aviveka, mixing up of vishaya and vishayi. And by this avidya, aswatmabhute sukhe, the sukha which is aswatmabhuta, sukha which is different from atma, means the sukha which is not the swarupa. That is why here sukha does not mean satchidananda, not that sukha. It is aswatmabhuta sukha. This is sukha which is a vritti in the antahkarana. Aswatmabhute sukhe sanjayati iva, as though sanjayati, as though connects. Who connects? Sattvam sanjayati. We are talking about sattva. The sattva is responsible for the sukha vritti, and by producing the sukha vritti, the sattva as though connects the atma with the sukha. Sanjayati iva is equal to saktam iva karoti. The atma as though gets associated with sukha. Asukhinam sukhinam iva karoti. Atma is essentially asukhi. Asukhi means not dukhi. Here, asukhi should not be understood as dukhi. Generally, when we say asukhi, I am not sukhi, means I am dukhi. But here it is not the meaning. Here, asukhi means Atma who is free from the sukhakara vritti. Sukha as a modification does not belong to the Atma. In that sense, Atma is asukhi. Asukhinam Atmanam Sukhinam iva karoti. The Atma makes the Sattva makes the Atma as though Sukhi, as though one who has the Sukhakara vritti. तथा ज्ञान-संगेन च ज्ञानम इति सुख-साहचर्यात् क्षेत्रस्य एव अंतःकरणस्य धर्मः न आत्मनः आत्मधर्मत्वे संगानुपपत्तेः बन्धानुपपत्तेश्च. तथा ज्ञान-संगेन च, just like the sattva associates the Atma with the Sukha, in the same manner, the Sattva associates the Atma with the Jnana also. Here again, Jnana should be understood properly. Jnana does not mean the Chaitanya. Sometimes the word Jnana is used for the Atma Swarupa. When we say Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, there the Jnana refers to Atma Swarupa, which is Chaitanya. Here Jnana means the Antahkarana Vritti, the Vritti Jnana. Just like the Sukha stood for the Sukha Vritti, similarly Jnana stands for the Jnana Vritti, which is a part of, which is an aspect of Antahkarana. Therefore, it is Anatma. It belongs to Kshetra. See, tatha jnana-sangena cha jnanam iti sukha-sahacharyat kshetrasya eva antahkaranasya dharmaha na atmanaha. So, jnanam iti, even jnanam here is antahkaranasya dharmaha. It belongs to the antahkarana, and the antahkarana is kshetra. Kshetrasya eva antahkaranasya dharma. Antahkarana is not kshetrajna, it is kshetra. How do you know that jnanam is kshetra dharma? Sukha sahacharyat. The reason given, sukha sahacharyat. Since jnanam is mentioned along with the sukha, therefore even jnanam belongs to antahkarana. It is also a kshetra dharma. Sometimes in the process of interpretation, sahacharya is taken as an indication. Sahacharya is taken as an indication. For example, let us take a word which has two meanings. There is a word Saindhava. Saindhava means, Saindhava can also mean salt. It can also mean horse. Horse, even the horse is called Saindhava. Salt is also called Saindhava. Now suppose I ask you to bring Saindhava as well as sugar. What will you understand? Salt. Because since Saindhava is told along with another material which is also available in grocery shop, you can understand Saindhava means salt. Likewise, here the word jnanam can also mean antahkarana dharma, which is vritti jnana. And the word jnanam can also mean the chaitanya, which is kshetrajna. Then which meaning should be taken here? To determine the meaning, we are using sahacharya as an indication. So since sukha, since jnana is mentioned near sukha, the jnana also should be antahkarana dharma. Therefore, we should understand it as vritti jnanam, na atmanaha. Even jnana is not atma dharma here. Why jnanam is not atma dharma? One more reason. Atma dharmatve sanganupapattehe bandhanupapatteshcha. If the jnana is atma dharma, means if the jnana is the chaitanya itself, then sangha anupapatte, then you cannot call it sangha. Association with the jnana is not possible, because when it is your own swarupa, you don't call it sangha. It is swarupa, that's all. Then it cannot be called association. So atma dharmatve means jnanasya atma dharmatve sangha anupapatte. Then sangha is not possible. Sangha, the word sangha mentioned here cannot be justified, cannot be explained, because sangha happens with something which is different from myself. If it is myself, I cannot have sangha with it. You cannot tie myself to me. You can tie me to something else. Therefore, atmadharmatve sanganupapattehe and bandhanupapatteshcha. If it is atmadharma, it cannot cause bondage. Bandha anupapatte. So jnana-sangena badhnati. Their sangha and bandha both are told. Both are not possible if jnana is atmadharma. Therefore, by the word jnana, we should understand the anatma dharma, which is the vritti jnana. Sukhe iva jnanadau sangah mantavyah. He anagha avyasana. Sukhe iva, just like in sukha, how sukhe sangaha was explained on account of ajnana. In the same manner, jnanadau, in jnana etc. Jnana etc. means jnana, ichha etc. All the other antahkarana vrittis. Sangaha mantavyaha. The sangha, the association should be understood. The association is caused by ajnana. He anagha. Anagha is equal to avyasana. Agha means papa. Vyasana. Here vyasana means papa. Anagha means one who is free from vyasana, one who is free from papa. Shloka 7. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi trishna sanga samudbhavam tannibadhnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. Rajaha, after sattva, Bhagavan is explaining Rajoguna, Rajas, Rajoragatmakam Vidhi. Rajas is Ragatmaka. It is Raga in nature. Ragaha Atma Yasya Tat Ragatmakam, whose nature is Raga. Here Raga means Rajyate, Samsrajyate, Anena, Purushaha Drishyaihi iti Ragaha. So Rajyate Anena iti Ragaha, by which something is colored, stained, is called Raga. So Rajas is that which stains the mind. Means causes some turbulence in the mind, restlessness in the mind, impurity in the mind, by causing desires, etc. Rajoragatmakam vidhi. Trishna sanga samudbhavam. It is the cause of Trishna and asanga. Rajas is the cause of Trishna and asanga. Trishna means desire. Asanga means attachment. Trishna cha asangaha cha Trishna sangau. Trishna sangayoho samudbhavam. Trishna sanga samudbhavam. Samudbhavati asmat iti samudbhavam. Apadana vyutpatti. Samudbhavati asmat iti samudbhavam. From which something originates is called samudbhava. The source of origin is called samudbhava. It is the samudbhava of Trishna and asanga. He Kaunteya, O Kaunteya, tat means rajaha, dehinam karma-sangena nibadhnati. Rajas binds an individual, dehinam, the individual, the Atma. Rajas binds. How does it bind? Karma-sangena, by associating an individual with the karma. Rajas drives a person to do karma, do this, do that. Everything is done by Rajas. When there is a Rajoguna, people engage in various activities, at least better than Tamas. Instead of sleeping in the room all the day, wasting the time, it is better to have some activities. So, yeah, Rajaha, read the Bhashya. Rajaha Ragatmakam Ranjanat Ragaha Gairikadivat Ragatmakam विद्धि जानीहि तृष्णासंगसमुद्भवम् तृष्णा अप्राप्ताभिलाषः आसंगः प्राप्ते विषये मनसः प्रीतिलक्षणः संश्लेषः तृष्णासंगयोः समुद्भवम् तृष्णासंगसमुद्भवम् तन्निबध्नाति तद्रजः हे कौन्तेय कर्मसंगेन दृष्टादृष्टार्थेषु कर्मसु संजनं तत्परता कर्मसंगः तेन निबध्नाति रजः देहिनं रजः रागात्मकम्. Bhashyakara explains ragatmakam. Ranjanat ragaha. The word raga is derived from the root ranjadhat. Ranj. Ranjarage. Therefore he says Ranjanat ragaha. On account of Ranjanam, it is called raga. Rajyate anena iti ragaha. By which something is colored is called raga. So rajas is called ragatmaka because it stains. Any staining substance or any coloring substance is called raga. That is why Bhashyakara gives example Gairikadivat, Gairika etc. Like Gairika etc. Gairika is ochre. Ochre is a color substance, natural color substance used to color the cloth, dye the cloth. Since ochre colors the cloth, it is called raga. Ochre is called raga because it is a ranjana dravya. It is a substance used to color. Likewise, even this rajas, it colors the mind, stains the mind. And here stain means desire, etc. Certain emotions. When the emotions arise, the mind loses its purity, clarity. Otherwise, before the rajas becomes active, when it is sattvika, suppose it is purely sattvika, the mind, then it will be clear. But when the rajas becomes active, all turbulence starts. It is like a clear water. You put some mud or some colory substance to it. What happens? It becomes a little blur. Likewise, when the desires etc. arise, the mind loses its objectivity to certain extent. If it is purely sattvika, it will have objectivity to a great extent. But when the rajas starts working, the mind loses its objectivity to certain degree. Instead, it becomes more subjective. That way, it stains the mind, stains the antahkarana. Vidhi means janihi, understand it as ragatmaka. Trishna sanga samudbhavam. Bhashyakara distinguishes Trishna from asanga. Two words are used, Trishna and asanga. So Trishna means apraptabhilashaha, the desire for something that you don't have. Aprapta is called Trishna. I don't have something and I want to get it. I don't have a car and I want to have a car. It is Trishna. Asangaha prapte vishaye manasah प्रीतिलक्षणः संश्लेषः. Asanga is towards prapta vishaya. Unlike Trishna, Trishna is towards aprapta vishaya. Asanga is towards prapta vishaya. An object that I already have. I already have a laptop, prapta vishaya. And when I already have it, I will have a preeti, manasaha, preeti lakshanaha samshleshaha. I have an attachment, a samshlesha, which is in the form of preeti, a love for it. An attachment in the form of a love, a preeti. Trishna sangayoha samudbhavam, Trishna sanga samudbhavam. The cause of Trishna and asanga is called Trishna sanga samudbhavam. Rajas produces Trishna and asanga. Tan nibadhnati, tat is equal to rajaha. Rajaha nibadhnati, it binds. He kaunteya, O kaunteya, karma-sangena, दृष्टादृष्टेषु दृष्टादृष्टार्थेषु कर्मसु संजनम, कर्मसंगः. So karma, the actions are of two types. One is drishtartha karma, karma done for a visible result, like earning money, cooking food. All these are drishtartha karma because the phala is drishta. You are getting drishta phala. Therefore, it is called drishtartha karma. And adrishtartha karma. Certain other karmas are done for adrishta phala, like puja, yajna, dana. They are meant for adrishta phala. So, drishtartheshu karmasu. In these two types of karma, sanjanam. Sanjanam is equal to tatparata, commitment to such karmas, engaging in these karmas is called karma sangaha. Tena, by karma sanga, Rajaha dehinam nibadhnati. Rajas binds a dehi. Here also nibadhnati iva. We should understand as though. तमस्त्वज्ञानजं विद्धि मोहनं सर्वदेहिनां प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः तन्निबध्नाति भारत. तमः तु अज्ञानजं विद्धि. Tamas is born of ajnana. In fact, all the three gunas are born of ajnana. Ajnana is nothing but maya, avidya. All the three gunas are born of ajnana. Then why specially tamas is called ajnanajam? Vyakhyanakara answers, Anandagiri answers. Gunanam prakriti sambhavatva visheshe api तमसः अज्ञानजत्वविशेषणं तद्विपरीतस्वभावानापत्तेः इति मत्वा आह. So let me explain this with an example. There is a father. The father is very lazy and dull. Very lazy and dull father. He gets three sons. First son is Satvik. Second son is Rajas. Third son is Tamas. The dull father, lazy father, has these three sons. Satvik is very sattvika. He is interested in studying, very knowledgeable, interested in music, interested in, all the subtle, abstract things. He is sattvika. And then Rajas is a very active person. He does business, keeps going here and there, travels. Very active person is Rajas. Tamas, the third person, is very dull, lazy. Now, all three are the sons of the same father. But while describing the three, when you are describing Tamas, you will make a special mention. He is his father's son. He is exactly his father's son. In the same manner, here Krishna says, Tamastu ajnanajam viddhi. Even though all three are born of ajnana, all three have come from the same prakriti. Tamas, this tamas is specially the son of prakriti because it has the same characteristics that are predominant in ajnana, in prakriti. That is why Anandagiri says, Tad viparita swabhava anapatte. In the case of sattva and rajas, the swabhava of sattva and rajas are apparently different from the swabhava of prakriti, because sattva is clear and it allows the manifestation of jnana, etc., which seems to be contrary to, it is contrary to the nature of prakriti itself. And so is rajas. Rajas is active, whereas prakriti is inactive in itself. Therefore, sattva and rajas have viparita swabhava with respect to prakriti, though they are the effects of prakriti. But in the case of tamas, there is no viparita swabhava. Therefore, tamaha tu ajnanajam. Tu means specially ajnanajam, special son of the father. Vidhi, understand tamas to be ajnanajam, means it has more or less the same characteristics as ajnana. Sarvadehinam mohanam. Tamas is sarvadehinam mohanam. Muhyate anena iti mohanam. Sorry. Muhyati anena iti mohanam. That by which people get deluded. That which deludes people is called mohanam. Sarvadehinam mohanam. It deludes people. When tamas is predominant, people get deluded. Tat pramada alasya nidrabhihi nibadhnati. Tamas binds an individual by causing pramada, alasya and nidra. Pramada means carelessness or omission. We can take pramada as omission. Omission means not doing what has to be done, not waking up early, not washing the vessels after eating, not cleaning the table. All these are pramada. Then alasya. Alasya means laziness. All are interconnected. And nidra, sleep. Through this, tamas binds. He Bharata, O Arjuna, tamaha, read Bhashya, tamaha, tritiyo gunaha, ajnanajam, ajnanat jatam, ajnanajam vidhi, mohanam, mohakaram, avivekakaram, sarvesham, देहवताम प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः प्रमादश्च आलस्यञ्च निद्रा च प्रमादालस्य निद्राः ताभिः तत्तमः निबध्नाति भारत। तमः तृतीयो गुणः. Tamaha is the third guna. Ajnanajam. Ajnanat jatam ajnanajam. It is born of ajnana. Vidhi. Understand so. Mohanam is equal to mohakaram. It causes delusion. What is delusion? Aviveka. Lack of clarity. Lack of clear understanding. Avivekakaram. So mohakaram is equal to avivekakaram. It causes confusion, lack of clarity. Sarvesham dehavatam. Sarvadehinam is equal to sarvesham dehavatam. Everyone who has a body means every individual, it deludes. Whenever there is a delusion, it is the effect of tamas. प्रमादालस्य निद्राभिः. प्रमादः च आलस्यञ्च निद्रा च प्रमादालस्य निद्राः. इतरेतरद्वन्द्व समास. ताभिः by pramada, alasya and nidra. See, in this samasa, pramadaha is pullinga, alasyam is napumsakalinga, nidra is strilinga. So first one pullinga, second one napumsakalinga, third one strilinga. Then what happens to the compound? What is the linga of the samasa? Strilinga. Samasa is strilinga. That is why tabhihi. Yeah. Why tabhihi? Because the entire samasa is strilinga. Why strilinga? Paravallingam dvandva tatpurushayoho. In a dvandva as well as a tatpurusha, the linga of the samasa will be the linga of the last word. That is why here it is strilinga. Tabhihi tam tat tamah nibadhnati bharata. Tamas binds as though binds. Here also iva. सत्वं सुखे संजयति. रजः कर्मणि भारत. ज्ञानमावृत्य तु तमः. प्रमादे संजयत्युत. Now Bhashyakara sums up, Bhagavan sums up how each guna binds. This detail is summed up. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. Sattva binds, sattva associates an individual. Dehinam we can supply. Sattvam dehinam sukhe sanjayati. Sattva associates an individual with the sukha. And we have to understand jnanam also. Jnane also. Rajaha karmani sanjayati. Rajas associates with the karma. And then tamaha. Tamaha tu jnanam avritya. By covering the jnana. Means by overpowering the viveka. overpowering the clarity. Pramade sanjayati, tamas associates with pramada. Tamas associates the dehi with pramada, omission. Punaha, read the Bhashya. Punaha gunanam व्यापारः संक्षेपतः उच्यते. Yeah, punaha, once again, because already in the last three shlokas he has described the function of the three gunas. Punaha gunanam vyaparaha, the function of the three gunas. Sankhepatah uchyate. Now it is told in brief. He sums up, summing up. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. Sanjayati is equal to samshleshayati. Sattva associates with sukha. Rajaha karmani. He Bharata, O Bharata, O Arjuna. Rajaha karmani sanjayati iti vartate. Sanjayati iti anuvartate. Vartate means anuvartate. So, karmani sanjayati should be connected here also. Jnanam सत्त्वकृतं विवेकम् आवृत्य आच्छाद्यतु तमः स्वेन आवरणात्मना प्रमादे संजयति उत प्रमादो नाम प्राप्तकर्तव्याकरणम्. ज्ञानम आवृत्य. So now tamas is explained. So tamas covers the jnana. Here jnana means sattvakritam vivekam. The viveka which is caused by sattva. When sattva is predominant, one may get some viveka. This is correct. I should do it. The viveka will be there when sattva is predominant. But when the tamas overpowers, when the tamas becomes predominant, it pushes down the viveka. It will overpower the viveka. Then the viveka doesn't work even if it is there. So, sattvakritam vivekam avritya. Avritya is equal to achadya, by covering, by veiling. Tamaha, the tamas, svena avaranatmana, by its avarana swarupa. The tamas has the nature of hiding or covering. So this avaranatma, avarana swarupa is there in the tamas. That is why it is similar to ajnana. This is the proximity with the ajnana. So avaranatmana pramade sanjayati. Sorry, svena avaranatmana vivekam avritya. So svena avaranatmana jnanam avritya. By its avarana nature, by its hiding nature, veiling nature, it covers the jnana. And then pramade sanjayati. It associates a person with the pramada. Pramado nama prapta kartavyakaranam. Pramado nama Pramada. What does pramada mean? Prapta kartavya akaranam. A kartavya, a duty which has to be done, and it is prapta. The occasion for doing a duty has come. Non performance of that is called pramada. Not performing a given action at the right time is called pramada. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ